Good morning, everybody. It's 6 a.m. Woke up at 5. Took a little G1M Sport, some creatine, and electrolytes. Got on the road about 5:30. Got 6 miles on the schedule this morning, and gonna go to work, and then we'll have a high rocks session and I think a lower body session this afternoon. So stick with us. See ya. Okay, run is complete. Couple stats. All right, so we did 6 miles at an 8:04 pace. Total time was 48 minutes. Average heart rate 141. Pretty normal run. As you can see, it's absolutely cooking here. Very humid in Austin today. We just had a couple days of rain, so kind of to be expected. But go cook some breakfast. I'll show you guys what we got. All right, so here's what we got for breakfast. 4 eggs on some whole wheat tortillas for some breakfast tacos, a little sriracha, glass of whole milk, orange, a couple blueberries, black coffee. We'll get this down real quick. All right, so I'm just packing up my lunch here before we get out to work. So just wanted to show you guys what I got. Very little amount of rice here. 8 ounces of ground elk. I'll put half an avocado on it. Usually I have an apple with lunch, and then I always just bring a banana with me. I like to have a banana before I hit the gym in the afternoon. And then on this, we'll just put a little pickled relish and some Primal's Kitchen ketchup. And yeah, that's about it. Post run too, got 1,000 milligrams of BPN electrolytes and just a coffee for the road. So let's get to work. All right, what's up, everybody? So just got out of the hospital way later than I normally get out. Usually I'm out 3, 4, 5 o'clock. It's like 7:30, almost 8 o'clock now. And I've got an hour drive back to Austin. So this definitely kind of derailed my plans for the gym this afternoon. But I want to take this opportunity to talk about a couple of things in regard to that. So number one, a couple years ago, I probably would still just go to the gym and, be there till 9, 10 o'clock at night, get a really crappy night's sleep, and then either one, get up the next morning, having sacrificed my sleep, or two, not be able to get up and get my training session in tomorrow morning. So these days anymore, I don't let situations like this derail my sleep. My sleep is very high on my priority list, especially with as much as I'm training. So these days don't happen often, but when they do, you gotta go with the flow and try not to get discouraged. So gonna skip the gym tonight, unfortunately. And we'll get back after it tomorrow in the morning. I got jiu-jitsu at 6 o'clock. The other thing about this too that I think is really important, well, 2 things, is number one, owning the morning. Had I not gotten my 6 mile run in this morning, this would suck a lot worse. But I was still active today. I was in the hospital for over 12 hours. So, not ideal, but
I could sleep tonight knowing that I at least got a workout in. And then the second thing is, what was it? I can't remember it now. I remember it now. The second thing is, this is kind of why I train full body. With my schedule doing medical sales, this is kind of how my afternoons are. Some days I get out at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Other days it's 7, 8 o'clock. I'm not going to get home tonight till almost 9. So for me, going into the gym and training full body is kind of the best way for me to get my training in, because on a day like today, if I miss, I was at the gym yesterday, I hit legs, back, and chest. It's not the schedule that everybody should run. If you have a pretty standard schedule and when you're getting out, then it might be a little bit better to do push-pull legs or kind of a bro split. But if your schedule's kind of all over the place, kind of like mine, I encourage you to try full body training when you go to the gym. Just, in the event that you miss a day or have to reschedule something, that you've already gotten all your major muscle groups in at least, 2-3 times for the week. So that's just my 2 cents on that. I'm going to get home. See ya. All right, guys. So got home just a little bit ago. It's a little after 9. Ate dinner. I just had 2 chicken thighs, half an avocado, a glass of whole milk. Pretty lean dinner. But just wanted to take a quick second just to show you guys this. So one thing that I do pretty much every night is I get my stuff ready for the next day. So whether that's like getting up for a run, I'll have my running clothes laid out, and then I'll have my work clothes laid out. Tomorrow I've got jujitsu, so I've got my scrubs, my work shoes, my towel ready to go here, and then I've got my jujitsu stuff laid out. This is a huge thing that I feel like a lot of people miss on, and probably the reason why a lot of people get discouraged from getting up and getting their day started and working out. It's a lot of stuff to do. Try to make it to work 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. So be prepared. Have your stuff ready. Take 5 minutes the night before. Have everything laid out. So when you wake up in the morning, you don't have to give any energy to that. Everything's already done. It's set. You can get up and go do what you need to do. So I'm going to get a shower. Try to be asleep by 10. Be up at 5. Jiu-jitsu from 6 to 7. Work tomorrow. Hopefully I don't have as long of a day as I did today, because tomorrow I've got a 7-mile tempo run on the schedule. So we'll get those, but we'll see y'all in the morning. All right, y'all. Good morning. It is 5:53 right now. Heading to jiu-jitsu this morning. Something I just started doing. I've always wanted to do some form of martial arts, and a couple weeks ago I was like, screw it. So I went and paid for 6 months in full to force myself to go. So it's been cool. It's fun. If you don't do it, you want to do it, you should. Anyway, yeah, I got that. My buddy Devin and I also signed up for High Rocks Dallas, so we've got that on the schedule as well too. So yeah, just trying to make time for running, cycling, weightlifting, now jiu-jitsu, now High Rocks training, but we'll make it happen. So no real breakfast this morning, just 1,000 milligrams of sodium. And then after this rolling session, I've just got some BPN protein powder that I'll take, and I've had a coffee here, and then we'll eat at lunch. So see you then. All right, y'all. Got my lunch here: apple, 8 ounces of elk, little rice, avocado, ketchup, mustard relish, got a water, and pretty cool view of the city. We're gonna smash this, and we'll see you later. All right, what's up, everybody? It's the afternoon. It is 7 p.m. Definitely got out of the hospital a lot earlier than yesterday. So earlier I said we were going to be doing a threshold run tonight. I misspoke. We are actually doing a gym session tonight. So I am headed now to On It, down here in Austin, Texas. Got a couple more minutes left on the drive. So we're going to do about 30 to 40 minutes of full body work. So that's going to consist basically of like front squats, Romanian deadlifts, probably dumbbell or barbell, bench, some weighted pull-ups, farmer's carries, and some hanging leg raises. And then after that, we're going to jump straight into a little high rock session. I'm just getting started with high rock stuff, so I know enough to be dangerous. So just kind of starting to turn that system on to get ready for High Rocks Dallas come November. I already do a lot of running. I've been an athlete my whole life, so I anticipate picking it up rather quickly. But we gotta start modifying our training to get better at that stuff. So gonna be kind of like a 30-30, 40-20, 30 minutes lifting, 30 minutes high rocks, or 40 minutes lifting, 20 minutes high rocks, something like that. And I'll basically plan to do that pretty much every time I go to the gym from here forward, and probably the last month or two before High Rocks Dallas in November. We'll try to get very specific with those workouts once we kind of get a feel for it now. So had lunch, what I showed you guys. Shortly after that, had a David's protein bar, 28 grams of protein. Those things are amazing, low in calories, 150 calories. Got home, had a banana with a little bit of peanut butter. I actually took about an hour nap. Like I mentioned yesterday, sleep is something that I'm just not willing to sacrifice anymore unless it's just absolutely necessary. And so with as much as I'm working out, training, most days, twice a day, I have a very demanding job, very stressful job. I need to be getting as much sleep as I possibly can. So I got to the house around 5, slept from maybe 5:15 to about 6:15, and I feel amazing. Woke up, had 2 tablespoons of honey, and I'm sipping on some just 1 scoop of BPN's G1M Sport, 350 milligrams of sodium, 20 grams of carbohydrates. So I should be more than fueled for this workout. So let's go get it. I'll bring the phone in. We'll get some footage while we're in there. See ya.
Okay, feet are further apart. We're going to make this a little easier on the core and balance. You're going to row, pull all the way up, legs right back down, on the other side, back into control. Keep in mind, you not only want to make sure I am balanced, but I'm also placing. And I'm in control as I feel that lap turn on and rotate. Third movement, we're going for that dumbbell chest slide. So, as you lay back, come over here to the floor.
Wow.
All right. Workout's done. Dinner's ate. Completely forgot to film what I ate for dinner, so just gonna tell you. 2 chicken thighs, BPN whey protein with milk, and I got an apple here that I'm smacking on. I'm trying to lose just a couple of pounds. Since I've been really focused on progressive overload, really been dialed in at the gym, I have put on a couple of pounds. Not mad about it. I'm, decently happy with my physique, but the priority is running. And now with High Rocks Dallas on the schedule, I don't want to be 170 pounds. So gonna bring it down just a little bit. So not eating, trying not to eat, as many calories. Still keeping the protein super high. I'm just kind of basically cutting out carbs. Instead of doing like a whole avocado with lunch and a whole avocado with dinner, I'm doing half and half. Some mornings I'm skipping breakfast if I'm not running, kind of like today, jiu-jitsu. I just had like a protein shake. But yeah, still keeping protein super high, like 200 plus grams of protein. Just bringing down the carbs a little bit, bringing down the fats. Pretty much it, just modified a little bit. So I'm gonna crush this apple. It's 9:30. I'm gonna get showered and go to bed because I got 6 miles in the moment. And we gotta get that done. So I'll see y'all in a moment. Good morning. I'm tired. What are you gonna do about it? Got 2 scoops G1M Sport with my creatine. Take 1 scoop of creatine every day, 5 grams. Yeah, gonna go run. So I'm gonna get ready for that. Try to wake up here, and I'll show you breakfast once we get done. Peace. All right, run is complete. 5 miles at a 8:04 pace, 8:03 pace, something like that. 137 average heart rate, so actually zone 1 technically average, but it is super humid here, almost as bad as Florida. So we definitely lost some electrolytes. I need to go replace some of those, get breakfast made, and then get off to work. I'll show you breakfast in a minute. Peace. All right, so we got breakfast here. 4 whole eggs. I did run out of whole wheat tortillas, and that really just grinds my gears. So we just got 1, and then some eggs with some salt, little sriracha on those, bowl of blueberries, an orange, 1,000 milligrams of sodium to replenish what we lost out there, and then black coffee in my SR71 Blackbird coffee mug. Pretty legit. All right, we're gonna get this down and go to work. See ya. All right, we're on our way to work. Got the company whip, all kinds of toys in the back. So I do medical sales for Abbott Laboratories, specifically under the coronary division. So I sell products to interventional cardiologists in the cath lab. So balloons, stents, guide wires, OCT imaging systems, physiology systems, and atherectomy. So I have my teammate and I have a pretty big territory here in Texas. We cover South Austin all the way to Waco, and then out to Fredericksburg, Killeen, Temple. Pretty decent sized territory, about 50 different hospitals. So some days I'm here in Austin, like this morning. Other days I'm in Waco. A little bit of a drive, but fortunately today looks like I'll be just kind of here in town, which is nice. So got 5 miles in, had a pretty good breakfast. Got my lunch with me. Again, 8 ounces of elk, a little bit of rice, half an avocado. I do have a David's protein bar with me, so I'll consume all of that today. Same thing for dinner tonight. 2 chicken thighs. Again, just trying to focus on keeping the protein high, calories kind of at maintenance, maybe a little bit below maintenance. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I eat a lot of whole foods, primarily animal based. So eggs, meats, and then a lot of fruit. I'm not a big vegetable guy. I don't really have anything against them. I just don't really prefer them. I get my fiber and things like that from fruit. So that's just me personally. I feel good. I train good. I feel good when I train. So yeah, that's really about it. Don't think I'm gonna be doing any additional workouts this afternoon. I'm pretty spent so far. Didn't get the best sleep last night, only about 5.5 hours. So hopefully get off at like a decent time today. Maybe be able to lay down for 30 minutes to an hour this afternoon. I gotta go grocery shopping today. I'm missing a lot of stuff, so that'll be the plan this afternoon. Just go to the grocery and try to, you know, get as much recovery in this afternoon before jiu-jitsu in the morning tomorrow. I think that's what I'm gonna do. My ears are a little banged up, so I may or may not be doing jiu-jitsu in the morning, but I'll be doing something. So pulling into the garage here, so I'll see y'all at lunchtime. All right, y'all, just got home from work, and then I made a quick swing by the grocery. Long, stressful day. I've got about 500 balloons that I have to send back. So it should be pretty fun, but whatever. What is it? A little after 5. Not gonna work out this afternoon. We're gonna make a nice dinner, get some good recovery in, and get to bed very early tonight to be ready to go for tomorrow. Again, common theme here in this video, we don't compromise sleep anymore unless it's absolutely necessary. But did just want to show you guys my grocery haul. This is pretty much what I get on a weekly or maybe every other week basis. Usually it's at least like once a week, sometimes twice a week. I also got Invisalign today, first tray, so if I have a lisp, that's why. Whole milk, because I'm a man and that's what men drink. Yogurt, just coffee for the Keurig. Eggs, I eat a crap ton of eggs. I've still got like 18 in the fridge, but you always can use more eggs. Big old pound of sirloin and 2 New York strips here. Needed some more butter. Actual butter, not that plant-based bullshit. Strawberries, bananas, blueberries, 2 things of raspberries, oranges, Honeycrisp apples, because if you get any other kind of apple, you belong in a funny farm, and avocados, a bunch of avocados. So that's pretty much what I get on a regular basis. I don't always do steaks. A lot of days I do, as you've been seeing, the like either ground beef, ground elk, ground bison, venison, whatever the case, just because it's cheaper. And ground elk actually is far leaner than it's actually like one of the leanest meats that you can eat, pretty close to like chicken and stuff. Beef's got a little bit more like saturated fat, so I just kind of try to monitor that. I don't villainize red meat. I think red meat is one of the most nutritious things that you can eat. However, with that being said, I do think it's important to at least look at the data, you know, and just assess how you feel if you're only eating red meat. So I will do chicken thighs. I really don't do chicken breasts. Once you go to thighs, you never go back to breasts. Pause. So that's pretty much it. I do eat a little bit of grain, like you've seen in some of the videos, rice. Sometimes I also will do like bread every once in a while. That's really more so for like if I need a quick snack before the gym, if I'm just really craving like a sandwich or something, which isn't very common. Some English muffins. I usually would do those like before a big run or bike or something like that, just for, you know, some easy carbs, just peanut butter jelly with some honey on them. So that's pretty much it. My diet, I try to keep pretty simple, pretty easy. And as you can see, like all one ingredient foods for the most part. I think that's the best way to go. I still eat a burger if I want a burger. I'll still have ice cream if I want ice cream. I also work out almost twice a day, every day, at least once a day, pretty much every day. So, you know, you can get away with more when that's your kind of activity level. So 80-20, right? But yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna cook up some steaks tonight for dinner. I'm craving a steak, and I'll show you guys that when we get finished up. See ya. All right, everybody, good morning. It's Thursday. It's just after 6 o'clock. Got a little bit of a later start this morning, but we're out here. Gonna do just 4 miles this morning. Probably like a 1 mile warm up with like 3 miles at tempo. But yeah, that's what we got today. We've got a gym session with some high rocks this afternoon. So we'll bring you along. Peace. All right, run is complete. 4 miles, 7:06 minute per mile pace, 136 average heart rate, 159 max. Let's see what our splits were. 61 VO2 max. Let's go. All right, laps. We got an 8:42, 6:33, a 7 minute, and then a 6:06. So I ended up doing just a warm up, a really fast mile, a cool down mile, and then another fast one. I know at the beginning of the video I talked about doing like 3 miles at tempo. I've been ramping up the volume and the intensity the last couple of weeks, and I had a pretty bad stress fracture last year trying to train for the Austin Marathon, and so it's just been a slow healing process and a slow progression back to where I ideally would like my running to be. And so I'm just not there right now yet to do 3 miles flat out as fast as I can go. So, but we'll work into it. So, a little bit of a later start this morning. I don't have to be at my account till about 8. So it's 6:45 now. I'm gonna make some breakfast and we'll show you guys out. Peace. All right, breakfast is here. 4 eggs. Forgot tortillas at the grocery yesterday, so that really grinds my gears. Black coffee in my, hold on, Clint Black coffee mug. Orange, apple, whole milk, 1,000 milligrams of electrolytes. If you haven't noticed yet, I take a lot of electrolytes. If you work out a lot, you probably should. In the summertime, humidity, you can lose thousands of milligrams of sodium, like in an hour. So a couple hour workout, you can lose a lot. So it's vital for proper electrolyte balance. So don't be afraid to put some salt on your food, throw some electrolytes in your bottle throughout the day. You want your urine to be like a kind of a light yellow. If it's really clear, you could probably use some electrolytes. If it's super yellow, you could probably use a little more water. But that's always just like a good, easy way to kind of tell where your electrolytes are at. So gonna get this down, get to work. Also just remember, completely forgot to show you guys dinner last night. It was way too good, I just had to eat it. New York strip, about 8 ounces. And then a little bowl of some strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, glass of milk, and that was it. So keeping it simple over here, working hard. All right, see y'all for lunch. All right, what's up, everybody? It's 7 o'clock. Didn't get out till like 6 from work, so another late one. Not super thrilled about that, but we'll prevail. On the way to the gym, on it. Just gonna do a strength session. I think I'm just gonna do, I don't know. Honestly, I'm just gonna kind of figure it out when I get there. I was gonna do some strength and then high rock stuff, but probably gonna switch up the routine a little bit this week and do my long run tomorrow, Friday, instead of Saturday. I've got some stuff going on this weekend. So anyways, with that, I might keep the intensity a little bit lower tonight just so I can get to sleep. If I get my heart rate super jacked up, I'm gonna have a hard time falling asleep. But we'll see what happens whenever we get in the gym and the music gets going. Things start to happen. So got the rocking a Dana tonight. Old school classic. It's all good. Forgot to record lunch. Same as every other day though. Ground elk, rice, half an avocado, mustard relish, ketchup, apple. I was at a David's bar this about like 11, lunch around 2. Got home, peanut butter and banana, and just like a handful of some blueberries and raspberries. So got some fuel. But yeah, we're gonna go hit this and then immediately get the hell out of here so I can get home, eat, shower, get in bed so I can be up, because tomorrow with the long run I'll have to be up about 4:30. So this is what it takes, man. This is what it takes. 7 o'clock. I was up at 5 this morning again. This is what you gotta do, man. If you want to be, if you want to be in good, super good shape, you want to, potentially compete, these are the things that you got to do, man. No excuses. You got to get it done. All right, we'll catch y'all a little bit. All right, workout complete. We got a pump, and as I predicted, we went in there and had a pretty gnarly workout. 40 minutes of weights, 20 minutes of high rock shit. I said that in the video earlier. Oh, we're gonna have a really chill workout. We're not gonna get our heart rate up, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you really just gotta make yourself hear how, you gotta make yourself hear how big of a bitch you sound like. So sometimes you really gotta put that out there just to be like, wow, I really sound like a bitch right now. So we did that 1 hour worth of work. I would have loved to have sauna and cold plunge, but it is 8:30 and I still have an 8, so I need to get to sleep. So I'm gonna go home, cook up some dinner, shower, and go to bed. 10 to 12 miles in the morning. I'm not sure how the timing is gonna work out, but a longer run. So we'll see you goobers then. Peace. What's up, gang? So it's 5:15 in the afternoon, and we're just now getting out to run because I was a little bit of a bitch this morning, and the sheets got the best of me. The bed got the best of me. Happens sometimes, not often, but it does happen. So I just actually didn't get to bed early enough last night. I had a couple phone calls I had to make for work, and when I got out of the gym kind of late, I kind of hold on a second, I gotta get my watch going here, get the GPS ready. All right. Yeah, just didn't get to bed early enough, and so therefore couldn't get up early enough. But it's all good. We're getting out. It's Friday, so who gives a shit? And then we're gonna go hit the gym after this. Wasn't planning on it, but got a friend coming into town, and so we're gonna go hit it. So gonna go crush this. Breakfast this morning, yogurt, blueberries, raspberries. Same lunch. Came home, banana peanut butter protein shake. Just had 2 scoops of G1M Sport with my creatine, and we're gonna go hit this now. So talk to you in a bit. Bye. Run finished up earlier. Ended up doing 5 miles. Went to the gym. Then we got some badass steaks cooking and some potatoes. Yeah, pretty much it. All right, guys. It is Sunday, around like 2:30. Got up, went to church this morning, had a good breakfast, came home. Just kind of dragging my ass to get out the door and lace these shoes up, but we're out here. We got 20 miles on the week right now. Gonna go get 10. So I have 30 miles on the week. That'll be the 9th workout this week. 3 strength training sessions, a jiu-jitsu session, and then five runs, I guess, is what it'll be. So all in all, pretty good week. I'll have a long run in the mix there as well as a speed workout. So, we're getting back to volume and intensity, but it just takes time, especially if you want to avoid injury. So hit the gym yesterday, actually did a full body and ended up hitting a new bench PR 285 at about 165 body weight. So pretty happy with that. But yeah, we'll check in later on this run. Peace. All right. Run is done. About to do some recovery. Let's see here. That's good. Little dessert post dinner, which I forgot to record per usual. Sirloin steak, a little bit of leftover potatoes from the other night, some strawberries, raspberries, glass of milk. Yes, I do use nicotine products. I usually do 2 to 3 Zins a day. Is what it is. Is what it is. I like to have fun. Anyway, wrapped up 10 miles. A 7:47 pace. Last 2 miles were a 6:30 and a 6:06. Pretty happy about that. Took a different route. Like I said in the video earlier, I was really dragging ass to get going. So anytime I'm really fighting to get out the door, I'll usually take like a different route or just change it up somehow just to see something different. I feel like it kind of breaks up the monotony of just going out and doing the same, whether you're doing a loop or you're doing an out and back or whatever. So today I just kind of threw something together, ended up being right at, the run was 10 miles. I had to take off a little bit more turnaround, but it was pretty close to like a perfect 10-mile loop. So I might add that into the rotation. But anyways, guys, it's Sunday, 6 o'clock. Dinner's done. That's kind of a whole week for me. So we ended up with 30 miles of running, 3 gym sessions. I did go to the gym too the other day. I didn't really count it though as a gym session. I stretched and did some contrast therapy, jiu-jitsu. So we're just going to continue to pick up the volume, pick up the intensity. Hopefully you guys follow along. There's really, it'd be awesome if I could make this a lifestyle, but the reality is right now I've got a very demanding job within medical sales. So I'm very envious of the guys and gals who are able to do this as a lifestyle. I look up to them. and nothing against them, but you know, as you can see from this week's videos, it's when you have a job like most of us, you know, and you can't always prioritize sleep and you can't always prioritize recovery. You know, you really do have to just carve the time out. You have to make it. It requires getting up early, sometimes going to bed late, skipping a sauna session, you know, or skipping a massage or whatever the case, you know. Us, you know, normal folks, if you will, we got to do what we got to do. But if there's some sponsors out here that are watching, want to hook the boy up, we'll take that. But yeah, keep following along. This is the first video in like 10 months. So hopefully we can start to get a little more consistent with this. I hate putting a camera in front of me though, but it is what it is. We're in the spot to do it. Austin, Texas. Pretty much everybody does this shit here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is probably going to be a long one. I'm going to start to edit this afternoon, and then I got to sit down on the computer and do some work stuff before tomorrow. So yeah, thanks, subscribe and all that shit, and yeah, later.